How's everybody doing? Today is freezing cold here in Ohio. I think it's -5, -7, whatever. But I was trying to stay in the house, stay warm, but I got bored. So I figured I'd come out here and look at my car parts. I'm going to be putting on my 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. To start with, I have a spare Gen 5 supercharger I'm working on. I got it all cleaned up, wire brush, sand it down. I gotta clean the intake out, get all the carbon deposits out, and I might just take sandpaper and smooth out, just roughly, get it all smooth. I'm not going to port it or anything like that. Then get the bottom all cleaned up. Most I'll do with the opening is just sand it all smooth. This part, the inside really doesn't need it. And then just get this thing all nice and clean, and then I'm trying to decide if I want to paint it or just polish it. But for this year, to start out with, I'm going to be putting on a 1-inch ZZP Phalonic spacer on my stock car. It's a 04 3800 L32 motor. I gotta figure out. I was going to put an intercooler on it eventually. I have a lot of the parts. I have the pump right here, and only thing left I need is the lines and the actual intercooler itself. But since I don't have one this year, until I find a good deal on one, this year I just decided this spring or summer I'm going to put the 1-inch spacer on the stock Gen 5 supercharger. I want to keep it as stock as possible, but the only other mods I'm going to do this year is the 4-inch ZZP cold air intake. A friend of mine told me I have to cut it and trim it a little bit to fit the 2004 Grand Prix. And then I have the newer ZZP coil packs. These are slightly used. I'm not sure if I need to run these or what other supporting mods, if I'll need them. Then I will be putting on my brand new ZZ Performance 10.5mm spark plug wires. And then once I put the 1-inch spacer on, I'm going to put this snout on. It's already machined down so I can drop pulley sizes. But I gotta figure out what size pulley I should run to keep it the same size as the stock pulley, so I can keep the stock pulley size, which add in a 1-inch spacer, and whatever size that'll be. I also have a set of 1-inch fuel injector spacers, just in case I need them. If I go to do a full stack intercooler, at least I'll have them. Then I have a couple of these couplers for the supercharger. I'm going to rebuild the supercharger, change the bearings out, re-grease everything. I'm not sure. I mean, this snout was pretty good. I mean, the seals seem to be pretty good so far. But I do have a set of used 90-pound springs, which I don't know if I'll get to any crazy mods this year or next year, but I bought these a couple years ago. Got a good deal on them. And then I have the aluminum valve covers. I finally found a front one. I have 2 rear ones, but I was just going to put a rear one on the front of the car because I like the way that's clean and flush. And a lot of guys, what I have on my car right now, I have the front valve cover on the back. So I just add oil and keep the filler neck on there. But I finally have a full set of valve covers I've had for quite a long time. So I found these off of one of my friends on Facebook. And I do have a turn down for the throttle body. This is a North Star throttle body adapter, which I don't have an L67 motor. I used to, but I like to buy another 97 to 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. I like that body style a lot better than the 2004s. Then another question I had was the coating on these rotors off of this supercharger has worn out quite a lot. So if I can take my supercharger that's on my car now and see how good those rotors are, I mean, I can go get them recoated, but I don't have a clue where you look for or how much the cost to get them done. So these are just some of the parts I'll be putting on this year, hopefully. I have more parts up there. I have SD Speed Daddy headers. That's the only exhaust I have right now from my other car. I used to have a 97 Pontiac Grand Prix. It had the 3-inch ZZP stainless exhaust. I sold that a long time ago. Now I wish I had it, but since I have a 2004, it's a little different. At least I think they are. So as of right now, this spring, I'll be swapping out my supercharger. I want to put 1-inch spacer on, try to keep the temperatures down. Another question I had, I bought this intake. It's already not ported, but it's cut for intercooler. So I was thinking of swapping this right into my car. That way I already have it once I get my intercooler kit. But if I did that, should I take this spacer, cut this out, and then run it stock for now? How much will that affect my cooling temperatures? And I mean, I don't know a whole lot about modding the 3800s. I know simple basics, coder intake, spark plugs, wires. Oh, another thing I gotta figure out is what spark plugs I want to put in once I have the spark plug wires, the 4-inch coder intake. I don't know if I need to put these coil packs on or not. I want to keep it stock, and I'll have the 1-inch spacer on. So a lot of guys say you can run the colder spark plugs. I'm not too familiar with those, so I'm still trying to learn how to build a motor. I mean, it's going to take me quite a while to learn how to do it. I have friends on Facebook and Instagram that are more knowledgeable, like Tyler Long and Terrell Smith. Those are the top two I think of when it comes to engine mods. So yeah, I figured I'd do a little video. I got bored. I just going through my parts I have in the garage. I need to go through and clean everything. I got I got a bunch of plastic totes full of different parts I bought in throughout the years, and all my parts up there. I got some stuff left over from my 97 Grand Prix. So, I mean, another thing I like to do once I get an intercooler kit, I got this pump, which is the plastic elbow slip-ons, and then you put the nylon rubber hose, the see-through hoses. I want to find a pump. I like to do AN fittings and lines for the intercooler. I have the intercooler. I bought the fittings, and I just gotta find a pump that can have an adapter. But I don't know if I'll be able to use this pump or buy another one online. So I gotta figure that out. I mean, I'll probably be next year before I buy an actual intercooler. But the one I was wanting to buy, the guy makes the intercooler kit with a Flonic material inside of the intercooler. He doesn't sell those anymore, so if I ever find a good deal on one of those. I used to have a Gen 3 a couple years ago, and I sold that. Now I kind of wish I kept it, which, a few guys said I can modify it to make it work for a Gen 5. Just gotta cut a line through here or there or whichever it was. So, yeah. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'm just rambling on about the different parts I have. So I'll be posting a lot more videos this spring and summer. I want to document my build. I never really did that with my other car, which I love. I love making videos with cars, and I like doing photo shoots and all that stuff. So check out my Instagram page, Junk GTP. I'm Eric Lewis. Catch you later.